Assalamu alaikum and welcome to Learn Urdu using English Phonics lesson number 2. This is a full English explanation for our English learners, and we'll be using the English Phonics approach. English Phonics means that we'll be using English Phonics will be our gateway that will help us to read Urdu, then followed by a speaking and Urdu writing. Okay, let's discuss what will be in today's video. We'll be doing our formal blending. In the today's video we'll get a Urdu word like this one, okay, and we'll have words like this one. These are Urdu words. We'll be blending with the help of sounds. We'll crack what are the sounds over there, how many letters are there, okay, and what sounds are they making. Then we'll be having a phonetic code. This is an English phonetic code that will help you out to crack this word in case you cannot read this script, okay. Urdu script is quite difficult. Then we'll have this is an English of this Urdu word that will help you out to basically translate into your English language, so that we can also be learning the English meaning of the word we'll be teaching. So let's move on to formally start the lesson. Okay, in the previous lesson we learned the sounds of these letters of Urdu alphabet. These in the yellow we call them the consonant, and in the red we call it a vowel, okay. And we told you that these are the full shapes of the letter and these are the half shapes, okay. In Urdu, in Urdu language we always refer them as the full shapes, and then we call them the half shapes, okay. If you in English, if we correlated, the full shapes mean full form, okay. Full shapes mean a letter is in the full form. Half shape means a letter is in the joint form or is in the joining form, okay. So if I use the terminology, you should understand it. So we have correlated. Okay, now these are we can say these are the full forms of the letter. These are the joining form. When we write them in the joint form, we use these structure of the letters, okay. It goes something like that. When you are in a family, you're not full, you're always half, you have to sacrifice, okay, and you are full when you are alone. That's how it goes in the Urdu, okay. That's how it goes. Okay, let's revise their sounds. This is the sound code b, p, 3 dots down, 1 dot down, b, 3 dots down, p, t, and this is the soft sound of the t. It's not ta 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 ta, it's ta ta ta. It's okay, and it's the sound, and this is we learned this is the first vowel, that's the sound a, okay. Okay, let's meet Mr. A. This is Mr. A, okay. This is his sound, okay. What's so special about him? He doesn't have a joining form. That means he doesn't have a joining form. There is no joining form. We have written it over here. That means you can come to stay with him, but he will never go and stay with anyone, okay. What does that mean? When we'll move on to blend the words, you'll come to better understand, okay. I think we should move ahead and let's do the formal blending. Okay, we'll start with the 2-letter blend. So I need to explain this slide to you. What's the format of this? We have got a Urdu word over here, so we need to read out this word. This is a English phonetic code. This will help you out to basically read out this word, but we'll try with the Urdu methodology. If you cannot do it on the basis of this phonetic code, you should be able to crack this word. What's this written over here? How many sounds are there? How many letters are there? This phonetic code will help you out, and this is the English meaning of this Urdu word. Okay, let's try to crack this. How many sounds are there? Okay, what's the first methodology you can use? You can use the dot method, okay. That's very easy method. So let's compare. There are 2 dots over there. Which sounds among them has got the 2 dots? This is the th, soft ta, okay. That's ta, not ta ta ta, okay. That's the th. And okay, now we have got a th sound over here. We have used the joining form over here. Why? Because this is the b family. They can live in they are a family member. They can live in a family group, okay. So we'll be using the joining form for this family. So this is the, and over here since the word is ending up, so we have used the full form, that's the b. So what's the, if we blend it, what it makes, the b. Yes, tab, God. Okay, if you cannot crack this t, it's in the red, it represents the short sound t, b. So there are two letters and two sound, there are two letters and two sound, tab, and tab mean in English then. Okay, so let me write how we'll be writing over here. The first sound is ta. Okay, it's in the joining form because this is the ba family, they can live together. And what's the next sound of it? Ta, ba, tab. Yes, so that's how you can easily crack any blending. Okay, let's move on to the next slide. Okay, now we have got the next word to blend. Okay, let's first of all, this is my phonetic code. Okay, but I'll try to crack it without my phonetic code. At the end, I'll guide you how to, use this as a guidance. Okay, now we have got the one dot down, we have got a one dot down. So at least we understand there is a b sound. Okay, the joining form of the b goes up to this. Okay, but there is another letter over there or another sound over there. Who is this? This is the straight taller person. Who is this? This is we told you can come and join him, but he'll never go and visit anyone. So if he doesn't go anywhere, we need to put a pause over there. We need to put a bit of space. Okay, so we have got a space over there. So there is a sound ba, ba. Why we have put a space over there? Because Mr. R doesn't go, he doesn't have a joining form, so we cannot join, we need to put a space. And over here we have got a full sound, three dots down, pa, ba, ba, pa, ba. Yes. Okay, if you remain unsuccessful in cracking this one, let me erase this one, it doesn't confuse you. If you are unable to crack how many sounds are there on the basis of this, you will be able to, there's a ba sound, there's a sound. Okay, ba, ba. This dash represents that there is a space in between. Okay, there is a space in it, and followed by the sound pa, ba, pa, ba. On the base of this phonetic code, you should be able to crack how many sounds are there. Okay, so this phonetic code will help you out to read the Urdu words or crack the Urdu script. Okay, what does baap stand for in English? It means father. Okay, I will be writing down ba. Okay, and then this is the joining form of ba, followed by a, because it doesn't have a joining form, so we have to put a space and write the next sound in full. Pa, ba, ba, pa, ba. Yes, that was about it. Okay, let's move on to the next. This is a three-letter word. I'm not going to write it down. Let's crack to read it. Ba, ba, and this is ta. With the dot method, you should be able to crack it. Baat, or this phonetic code will help you out. Baat means in English talk. Okay, let's move on to blend this word. Okay, now with the dot method, let's try to crack this one. One dot down, ba. Two dots up, soft ta. Okay, one dot down, ba. Two dots up, ta. So there are two letters and followed by a sound a. This is Mr. A. He doesn't like to join anyone, so at the end we have got a. So how we'll read it out? Ba, ta, bat, a, bata. Okay, if you aren't able to crack, this will help you out. Since this is written in form, there is no dash. That means that there will be no space. So this ba represents ba, and followed by this tha, but, and this is the sound bata, isn't it? Okay, let me write it for you. Ba, ta, bat, and what's the next sound? Bata. Okay, this was a three-letter blend. Okay, so I hope that it's very clear to you. Let's move on to the next slide. Okay, I am over here on to this is now four-letter blend. Okay, let's first of all, let's on the basis of this Urdu words, on the basis of the sound, let's try to crack the word. Okay, I have already told you the dot method, one dot down. Okay, one dot down, what does it mean? Ba, and followed by Mr. Yes, because he doesn't have a joining form, we need to put a space, so we have put a space over there. Then again, ba, yes, baba, okay, baba, okay. From here, this dash represent there's a space inside. There are two sounds, so these are 4-letter sounds, okay, 4-letter words, okay, blends. So ba, that's very easy. And in English, we baba, if you translate, that's the father, okay. So how do we write it? Ba and ba, then again ba, okay. So I am using a colored approach so that it's easy for you to understand how many sounds are there, okay. So now, since I have done 2-letter blends, 3-letter blends and 4-letter blends, and once you get used to all the sounds, so I will be doing a bulk blending. Okay? In between, I am just giving you a practice for the home. Okay, I have got a 2-letter blend, so you need to crack on the basis of dot method or the shape method. If you cannot, look for the code and do over here the English meaning. Do the same for this. Keep a pause. Do the same. Try to crack. How do we pronounce it? And over here we have got another word. Over here 1, 2, 3. This is a 4-letter blend. Okay. This pause represents. This dash represents. There's a space. If you can crack it, okay. Put a pause. Try to crack. Make a practice. Put a pause. 4-letter blends. Okay. And look for the meaning. It's your homework practice, okay. And put a pause, okay, and then look for the English, okay. This is the one last. I think I should be reading it for you so that one lot becomes easy. Okay, we have got 3 dots up. We have got a sound, a sa, 1 dot down, b, t, but, sa, sa, b, t, but, sabat, yes. And over here, this phonetic code, sa, space, b, t, soft, okay, but sabat, okay. Sabat is English. In English we say prove, and how do we write is asa, okay, ba and tabat, sabat, okay. I hope that this lesson would have been very clear to you. You need to practice at home, and I hope that we'll be meeting in the next lesson. If there is any suggestion, feedback, comments, we'll amend our lesson accordingly. Hope to meet you in the next lesson. Allah Hafiz, goodbye, God be with you.